Hey, this is Sam from Shure. In this video tutorial, I'm going to talk more in depth about the Monitoring Widget Designer, a tool that lets you customize which components you see in the monitor view of Wireless Workbench 6. In other tutorial videos, I've talked about what the monitor view is, how to set it up, what data it can show, but I want to focus today on customizing the elements that you're actually seeing in each one of these widgets, or these visualizations that correspond to channels or devices in the monitor view. So right now what I've got on my screen are two things. I've got channel 2, I've got a channel strip and a miniature timeline or a mini timeline for channel 2 and just a channel strip for channel 1. And I want to dissect what each of these things contains and how to customize it. So the Monitoring Widget Designer in Wireless Workbench, it can be reached by clicking this gear right here or by right-clicking and selecting Monitor Widget Designer, is a view that allows you to customize which components are actually displayed in the channel strips and the mini timelines in the monitor view. So for channel strips, I select this tab here and I basically have a recipe builder to turn on or off any of the components that I care or don't care about in a channel strip. And you'll notice as I make these changes, this preview on the right hand side updates for me, which is kind of nice. So if I want to, I don't really care about frequency or TV channel, let's say, I can turn that off. And if I don't have any systems that use encryption, I'll turn that off. This is a potential view I could use for channel strips. One other thing I'll talk about really quickly is this full versus condensed metering view. It's a new feature, and it's not a feature that the front panel of our devices feature. It's exclusively to Wireless Workbench 6. Full is a metering view that basically makes the LEDs shown in Wireless Workbench reflect exactly what the front panel of our devices show. Condensed is a way to modify those meters to boil them down into very concise representations that basically show, is this thing on, is this thing off, or is there a problem? RF meters basically show whether you've got that blue antenna status or not, or if you've got any orange RSSI energy, and audio is a simple red, yellow, green to show the peak meter for the audio meter, the receiver or transmitter. So that's kind of a cool thing. This is a great utility to use if you have a lot of channels to see and not a lot of space to show it. This can be an efficient way to see that. So anyways, I can choose to show or hide anything that I care about for channel strips. Let me turn, you know what, I'll put it back in condensed mode. And then the same thing goes for mini timeline. If I don't care about show link slots or I don't have any show link transmitters and I don't want to see battery info because I've already got it in the channel strip, I can show and hide different elements of mini timeline so that when I apply these changes, it will take effect on all of the channel strips in my monitor widgets. Now that's not just monitor widgets for the active view, but for all views. So you'll notice if I press OK, all of my channel strips and mini timelines are updated to reflect those new settings. So this is a great way to pick and choose which elements of your channel strips and mini timelines are displayed to reflect what it is you care about. Now, one other thing I want to mention back in this widget designer is if I, for whatever reason, want to see this type of channel strip and this type of mini timeline every single time, what I would do is I would check this checkbox to basically save these particular settings as the default so that next time I launch Workbench or any time in the future until I change it, it'll be these settings that are automatically displayed. So that's basically it from the Monitoring Widget Designer's perspective. It's a great way to pick and choose what you see in these customizable views. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you've got questions or comments, definitely let us know in the comments down below. Thanks.